Hi everyone, myself Sarthak. I'm from Old Box, and we have today we are going to be discussing about this topic, the political dimensions of quantum computing development. This is our fifth video, and it's our final video of this series. We have covered all the topics possible, from theory to the practical aspects, the gates, and then we also covered the limitations, and we also covered the uses. Now we will talk about political dimension of this topic. Political, why we chose to discuss about political aspect is because it has a very huge influence over the science community and overall development of our world. Physics has been developing for many years, and it has many domains. One of the domains is quantum mechanics. Each domain has its own computational machines. Those machines are based on those respective principles. We are today going to discuss about quantum computing as we know. So we can see obviously quantum computing is based on the principles of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics has been developing for years, and now it has come to a stage where we can surely make a machine out of it. Unlike classical computers that use bits, it uses qubits, and it can solve complex calculations. We have covered those things in our previous videos, and it is mainly used for specific problem types, which we have discussed about them, but we will also indicate them here because this is a political aspect. There is a political aspect behind it as well, and this presentation explores this. Quantum supremacy, a global race. As we have discussed about the potential of quantum computers, this has also created a buzz in multiple countries. Because the thing is, when you develop a technology, it brings out a lot of new opportunities for the people of their respective countries. So the better the technology, the advancer the technology, the more opportunities they derive for the people. And Google have claimed it in 2019, their first quantum computer. And China and IBM are also advancing rapidly. Nations are competing for quantum dominance due to its potential to reshape industries and power structure. Like I said, this will not only bring out opportunities, I'd say, this will also develop science into a new direction as we are experimenting further while creating these machines. And yeah, quantum technology is the next phase. One of the features of quantum computers is quantum encryption, the new arms race. Now, as we have discussed, the quantum theory has a great grip over multiple algorithms like Slur's algorithm and Grover's algorithm, which are really important in encryption and blockchain. Now, quantum technology can breach national security because national security still has not a lot of nations national security has still not developed quantum encryption. So if a country develops a quantum computer first, fully fledged quantum computer, they have the ability to breach any nation's security easily. That's why it can create a cold war between multiple nations. That's why multiple nations are advancing and trying their best to create their first proper quantum computer. Public versus private sectors. As we know about FANG, we have Google, IBM, and Microsoft that are not only leading in softwares but also hardwares. many governments are working with private sectors. The major reason behind it is there's a lot of variety in private sectors and also some control over the exports and the supply chains. Talking about varieties, we have a lot of startups that are being funded by the government also, which is creating a new competition among new startups as well. Can you see this photo? This photo is talking about exciting quantum computing startups to follow quantum computing in energy and environmental solving complex problems. Now, quantum computation has also many positives. This is one of them. This quantum computation can help improve our environment. But have you ever thought about ethical use of any technology apart from quantum computation? And what I mean by ethical use is uh, there must be some regulations because humans cannot be always trusted. Not every human is a good person, right? So, what are the potential misuse of quantum computation? Like we discussed, uh, surveillance, control, military, artificial intelligence. Now, as we know, any country or any person, in fact, who can develop a quantum computer can be a threat to any nation's cybersecurity or any potential system's cybersecurity. And there are many proposals like Quantum Geneva Convention, which are basically not concrete yet. But as we are advancing towards this era, we should focus on certain ethics and regulations also to maintain and sustain a good future. Talent and education politics. Now, as we know, any organization needs skilled people. But this is not about skills. This is also about imagination and this is also about talent. Now, there's a difference between skill and talent. Advanced quantum education is concentrated in wealthy countries. Now, wealthy countries includes China, Germany, USA, and they have been focusing not only on the existing algorithms or existing data, but they are experimenting and creating new stuff. And nations like US and multiple nations offer immigration incentives for quantum talent. Like many people from China or India, as we know, go to US and showcase their talent. We may also know that this, as we know, requires a lot of experimentations apart from skills and a lot of intuition as well, which can create a lot of brain drain for the people who are indulged in these experiments and in these researches. India, Mera Desh Mahan. Is it really that Mahan? India's role in quantum base. India launched its national quantum program, National Quantum Mission, in 2023. And it aims to develop quantum computers, quantum sensors, and many quantum related machines. Now, we have one of our foreign returned professor, whose name is Mr. Rajmani, and he has been fighting a battle of bureaucracy because he is completely invested into a quantum project that he has been creating. He has been trying to make our first fully functional quantum computer. And why have I reflected this story is because this really reflects the real challenges that Indians face when they return in their country and try to create something new. And we have a lot of talent, but it's not that, like I highlighted before, it's not only about skill, it's also about imagination, it's also about dedication. and it's also about fundings. And this is where India lacks a lot, and it funds other things apart from these new technologies, which can create a lot of problems for India as well. So there are many collaborations with IITs, DRDOs, ISRO, and international players, international private players, of course. So this is the future of India, but I would suggest that if government or any private startup focuses more on new technologies, just hold it there, like he's fighting a battle, right? You just have to stay there for enough time, and something will uh, occur, and it will we can get a good breakthrough. Now this journey has finally come to an end. We as a team, Old Moms, have worked a lot, and even during our exams, we have been editing and writing scripts and making slides or editing videos. So we did not make these videos because we wanted to teach people. These videos already existed. In this process, we learned a lot about quantum computing, a lot about team spirit, and a lot about other aspects. So, so I will end this video and this whole series with a quote that is written here. With great computing power comes great political responsibility. But my quote, I'd say, with great technology comes great responsibility. Thank you.